Joining us now is Asbjørn Midtgaard, our Copper State Credit Union Player of the Game. And Asbjørn, when you sat down, the first thing I did was look at your arms and look at your face. I was expecting there to be a bunch of red scratches all over them, considering you were having to really lobby in there, not just with your teammates, but you were having to talk to the officials a lot because you were getting some contact.
I mean, Tarleton did a great job. I mean, when you have a mismatch like me being 7 foot and them being about having a 6'6" guy guard me, I mean, they had got to be scrappy and did a great job on that. I was uncomfortable down there, so kudos to them. Yeah.
They were able to kind of keep the score down and able to make people work. But once you started getting the lob passes where you wanted them, you were really a force. What was it that you saw in the first half that you were able to take advantage of for 14 points?
Well, we just executed our offense, and when we execute our offense, I think we can get a lot of stuff, a lot of open shots and great shots. Instead of trying to create our own, we can rely on each other and trust each other. Yeah.
Ash, you guys use that zone defense probably more than any game easily tonight, especially the first half. That's where you got some space in the first half, shut them out for a long time. What do you look at as your role as the center back in the middle of that zone? You seem to deter anybody who came to the lane.
My role in the zone? I mean, my job in the zone is to I can see everything down there, so I got to make sure I can tell everyone that where everyone are when they can drop down or come up. It's a very communicative zone. Like, if we don't communicate, it's not going to work. So I try and be the anchor down there and yell at people like where to go and when to go. So that's partly my role, and just to make sure that when they finally do drive, and then I got to protect the rim. Yeah.
Dunks are fun, but how about block shots? You had 5 of them tonight. New career high for you.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm just trying to protect the rim and win the game. That's all it is.
When you've got guys like a Jonathan Jackson, who is basically been given the green light that if he has a bigger guy on him, he's going to try and drive, he's going to try and move around, and then he's also kind of cocky when he makes shots. How do you kind of keep and stay within your game and not get flustered?
Well, you just got to stay in your own for sure. He did a great job. I mean, he got guard skills, and for me, being the bigger guy, I gotta move around and make sure that he doesn't get too open of a look. Just try and stay contested shots, use my size to get against him. So that's what I'm going to do.
What do you like about the way your team handled the stretch of the game? It was a back-and-forth game all game. Nobody got too far away from each other. Tied with 4 minutes to go, and then you guys just lay the hammer down for 4 minutes.
Well, it's hard on the road, and they had a great atmosphere here, and it's always hard on the road. And now it's back-to-back. That's even harder. So we played yesterday, and now we got to play again. So, I mean, we just try to stay together. As you saw, we try to huddle as much as we could. Make sure that we talk to each other, make sure we trust each other, make sure we are on the same page, and I think that's partly it. We were all together in this, and that's why we won. Yeah.
Having back-to-back games and starting it out and kind of getting as you said, kind of a hostile environment, but you get 2 games and you get 2 wins out of them. What do you use for these kinds of wins where you really got to take it all the way through 40 minutes to be able to use against your opponents down the line?
Well, what is the question?
What is the toughest part of this that you're able to take from this and be able to benefit with your team down the line?
I mean, this was great. Our first conference game is on the road. That's a great experience for all our guys. We're a new team, new coaches. And I think we can take a lot from this, and we can become a lot better, especially at home but also on the road.
You were this close to getting a double-double last night. No problem tonight.
I got one today.
18 points, 11 rebounds.
Yes.
But as Paul said, maybe is just as important, 5 block shots, a career high. Asbjørn Midtgaard, our player of the game, congratulations.
Thank you.
We will talk to you next weekend. And so now we get set for Bethesda. And by the way, as we mentioned, Midtgaard, our player of the game,